Nepotism babies really do a great thing, and we don't talk about it enough. So let's spend our time today discussing. This is the Daily Shift. We are almost done here. I think it's day 26, maybe day 27, possibly day 28. You see the title. But we're nearing the end of this series. I've had a great time. For those of you who are new, my name is Natalie Hughes. I'm a life manifestation mindset empowerment coach. I help people co-create emotionally fulfilled lives for themselves. Okay. So nepotism babies do a really great thing. They are a physical representation of the fact that there are no rules and there are no standards that you have to meet in order to get your dreams. I love Kendall Jenner. And this is going to be a little controversial, okay? I don't mean any disrespect or personal attack. But in terms of modeling and my preference, my tastes, I don't consider Kendall Jenner to be giving an energy that maybe Naomi Campbell is giving. Okay? And that's just my perception. That's just my opinion. It doesn't matter. Obviously, she's going to get to the bag anyway. So we all get to have our own opinions when we live in a reality where every individual is in charge of their own destiny, okay? Doesn't matter if I like it or if I don't like it. She can still succeed and grow, and I can have my opinion, and everybody can be safe and secure. So Kendall Jenner gets a lot of slack. Is that the word? Flack? People talk shit about Kendall Jenner because she got to where she is. She has parents who know people, and she's super, supported. Yeah, she gets a lot of flack for being really supported. In a world where a lot of people are coming from families where they weren't really supported. And by supported, I mean given the tools that are necessary for success, the financial tools, the energetic tools, the self-concept tools, you know what I'm saying? Your parents didn't believe in themselves. Your parents thought it was hard to make money. Your parents thought there was barely enough for survival. Your parents thought that they had to live in a feeling of unsafety and insecurity. And that's where you're coming from, versus people whose parents knew that there was more than enough. People whose parents knew that abundance was available. People whose parents felt confident in their ability to create a world where their needs were met beyond survival. They were confident in their ability to create an experience where they were comfortable, where they felt safe and secure with money and in life. When you're somebody who comes from the first group of people, if your parents didn't give you the tools if your parents did not, give you tools that supported you in creating the life of your desire, when you look at somebody else who is being supported in creating the life that they desire, you're probably going to feel jealousy. Because everybody wants to be supported, and that's normal, and that's human. You probably are going to feel jealousy. It's no big deal. But when people don't understand how they feel, when people don't know how to name their emotions, don't know how to figure out what's alive within them, they can kind of project that out into the world and make it your fucking problem. But it's not. And the point of today's video is that we need more people with quote unquote less skill or talent in positions of power, success, whatever. And what I mean when I say that is that if Kendall Jenner can be a model, then so can you. It's a lot of people look at it as, no, I can't be a model because the difference between me and Kendall Jenner is that Kendall Jenner has a mom with connections and a family and blah, 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 blah. No, that's not the difference. Or that's not the difference that's important. The difference that matters is that Kendall Jenner believes that she can have the success she desires and you don't. That's the difference that matters. Kendall Jenner is living, breathing proof. I see them drag that girl every single day on high fashion Twitter. She doesn't get a break. She does not get a break. Sorry, that sounded really shady. I'm speaking on what I see, okay? And she's still making money. And she's still getting to the bag. Because she thinks she deserves it. And that's all you need. Because she believes that she can have it. And a lot of people don't have that. Because from your parents you inherited, as a natural consequence of your lived experience, you formed the belief that you can't have what you want, that you can't get your desires, that you're not good enough, that can't be you. Kendall Jenner literally grew up in a household that was like, well, yeah, that could be me. It's my parents, it's my siblings, it's my neighbors. Yeah, that could probably be me. Even when you experience self-doubt, I don't really do a lot of keeping up with the people, but I know that she has talked about like mental stuff like that. So I'm not saying that because you have success, you have mental, emotional health and emotionally and an emotionally fulfilling life. I'm not saying that. People are human and sometimes people have different problems in different areas. But the point is that in your career, you don't have to have the standard of talent that everybody else is telling you that you have to have. And when I say standard of talent, and I know that I've talked about Kendall Jenner, so I'll continue to use her as an example. When I say standard of talent, I don't mean that Kendall Jenner is below the standard of talent. I think she's different than the standard of talent. I don't think it's any worse. I don't think it's any better. I know that I have preferences. I know that other people have preferences. In a world of diversity, what somebody else is going to love, another person is going to hate. That's just the dichotomy of being alive. So there's always going to be people who like you and who celebrate it. There's always going to be people who don't like you and who don't celebrate it. You can get success even when people don't like you. Because for every person that doesn't like you, there's another one that does. For every company that doesn't want to hire you, there's another one that does. For every person who can't afford you, there's another one who can. For every person who doesn't want what you're offering, there's another person who does. Your job is to find the people. We talked about this in a previous day. Find the people who like you. Find the people who are in alignment with you. When I look at Kendall Jenner, I see alignment. When I look at nepotism babies, I see alignment. That's what it is. When you're out of alignment with your desire, you're going to keep bumping into people who don't vibe with you, who don't like you, who don't have what you're looking for. But when you're in alignment with your desire, you're going to keep running into yeses. You're going to keep running into yeses. You're going to keep running into people who love you. They love what you're about. They love what you have to offer. They love having you around. It's because you're living in alignment with your desire to be successful, your desire to be liked, your desire to be celebrated, your desire to be seen. When you're out of alignment, when you're telling yourself the story, that can't be me, I can't be seen, I can't be celebrated, I can't belong, I can't blah, 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 then that's the experience that you have. And you keep running into people who are out of alignment with you. So the trick is to get in alignment with your goals Get in alignment energetically with your desires, and you will always attract the right people at the right time to help you get to the right place. And that's, the place of your desire. When you're in alignment, you run into the right people at the right time. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is people who got their success easily and who are talked down about it. Oh, I'm tired of celebrities starting makeup companies. Why? There's no fucking standard that says you have to have XYZ amount of time, energy, expertise, whatever in makeup in order to start a makeup company. There's nobody that fucking says that. There's no rule that fucking says that. And whether you like the collection or not, there's somebody buying it from them for whatever freaking reason. You should be looking at these people getting all of this crazy fucking success with ease, and instead of going, they don't deserve that, you should be going, hey, they have less experience in film than I do. They have less experience of music than I do. They have less experience of doing this and this and this and this and this that I do. And they're willing to allow themselves to receive that? Well, hell, if they can get it, then I can get it. Nepotism babies, people allowing themselves to easily receive success. They are your sources of inspiration. I want every single motherfucking business venture, money venture. I want every single thing that I do to have the energy and the ease of Kendall Jenner's modeling career. Yes. Hell yeah. 100%. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Always connecting with the people who like what I have to offer. Always connecting with the people who vibe with what I have to offer. Always connecting with the people who like my energy. Always connecting with the people who enjoy me. Always connecting with the right people at the right time to help and support me get to the right places. That's a fucking vibe. That's a fucking vibe. You are entitled to your happiness. You are entitled to getting what you want in life. You are entitled to it. You are entitled to your happiness. You are entitled to wealth. You are entitled to your dream. You don't have to check off anybody else's boxes about who you have to be, how long you have to have done the thing, how long it has to take for you, what the route has to look like for you in order to be valid. None of that matters at all. Literally none of it freaking matters. You get to decide that you are worthy of your dream. You get to decide that it's good and okay for you to receive your desire. You get to call it in with ease, and you get to be a beginner and still get paid. Because Kendall Jenner modeling, I'm sure, is developing a skill like so many other people. She could be one of the greatest models ever when she's like 40. And I'm not saying it would take her that long. I'm just saying in the future, she could be in her 50s and be known as a freaking iconic model. And then what would happen? People would look at her walk today and they would say, oh my God, look at how much she's grown and improved. There's room for growth and improvement while also being paid more than enough motherfucking money. Amen. Thank you, Kendall, for being an example. There's room for growth and expansion. There's room for stumbling. There's room for making mistakes. There's room. There's room. I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to be what everybody else wants me to be. I don't have to meet any standards other than the standards that I set for myself. And I get to be happy. I get to receive my desires. I get to have the salary that I desire. I get to make the money that I desire. I get to live in the home that I desire. I get to drive the car that I desire. I get to do what the fuck I want. I don't have to prove myself to anyone. All I have to do is say yes. Yes to my dream. Yes, I'm open to receiving. Yes, I'm open to being led. Yes, I'm open to seeing things differently. If you just keep, it's like improv. If you just keep yes-anding the fucking universe, hey, do you want more money? Yes, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Between you and the universe, not you and other people, because that sentence in the wrong rooms might not be the most helpful. But you know what I'm saying? God comes to you, the universe comes to you, hey, do you want more money? Hey, do you want the dream job? Yes, and I'm open to being led. Hey, do you want this and this and this? Yes, and I'm open to seeing things differently. I'm open to seeing how I can receive this. Hey, do you want this and this and this? Yes, I'm open to receiving this. Yes, I'm willing to release the things that are telling me I can't receive this. I'm willing to release the things that are telling me I can't do this. Yes, and yes, and yes, and yes, and yes, and. That is the journey to your fucking desire. And if you want more help, more in-depth, broken down descriptions of the yes anding, then I highly, highly, highly recommend checking out my miniature courses. The How to Receive course would be really powerful. It will be powerfully in alignment with today's episode specifically, but I also have to tell you that the Visual Vamp Up program is closing its cards on October 29th, and it won't be back until next year. So you can check out both of those courses and learn what they're about, because I'm kind of done talking already. And they're linked in the description. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.